Find your people. I've been there, done that. It's so easy to judge toxic friend. What is it that Taylor Swift said? You're not missing out on anything. Better to try and fail than to not try at all. You're gonna get a bad grade eventually. You don't have to be the most popular. Change is inevitable. If your plan goes crazy, that's normal too. Make it memorable. Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Lana and today I'm about to give you the best and only high school advice you need. So my credentials is I'm a senior and yeah, that's basically it. I'm a senior in high school. I just started the school year very well. By the way, it's only been like 2-ish weeks, so there hasn't been much going on yet. But as an upperclassman, I really wanted to share my insight to my fellow underclassmen / freshmen. I'm gonna split this video up into 3 sections and the timestamps will be up here or here. Not sure where. Y'all, I got my laptop right here with me, so I'm feeling real professional. Let's start off with talking about your social life. Yes, you. First off, what I want to say is find your people. And that doesn't mean you find your people immediately. You can take the beginning of the school year, you can take the whole school year, you can take 3 years. I don't really care. You have to find your people because it's not worth hanging out with people you don't even like. And trust me, I've been there, done that, and it's just so exhausting because you start acting like someone you are. That's not what we want to do, right? When I do mean find your people, definitely quality over quantity. So the close friends you have in high school don't need to be a lot. You don't need a group of 30 people, a 20, 10 people. Like only if you want. Most people don't have a big group, and usually when there is a big group, there's groups in that group, which is totally fine, but that's definitely not for me as somebody who values friendship. Maybe I take friendship a little too seriously, but I really enjoy all my friends, and I don't think I'm someone who needs to have a bunch to be happy. And definitely be open to being friends with anyone. It's so easy to judge somebody based on the first expectation of them or their, not like in a bad way, but like looks. If you see somebody and you're like, oh, I don't think like we'll be friends because like our styles are super different. Like they wear like a lot of things that I wouldn't wear. They have interests that I'm not interested in. And it's not to say that people are unappealing. You guys catch my vibe. Usually when you see somebody, you're like, oh, I think we'll be friends. But sometimes you get really close to the people you least expect to. So definitely have an open mind and open heart. Toxic friend. I don't think I have real true toxic friends in high school. Like honestly, I don't have beef with my ex-friends. Going back to what I said before about finding your people, don't get yourself wrapped with people who don't align with you. You're gonna find yourself to be very exhausted by the end point, and they will get rid of you like this. They're gonna get rid of you like this. Like, trust me, don't conform to fit in. As someone who is shy and awkward at times, I think it's very easy for me to be like a chameleon. Like I'm a very like, what is it? I think I saw someone on TikTok. It's like, I'm like a social chameleon, which can be good at times when I want to socialize, when I want to make business moves. But when it comes to real and genuine friendship, being a chameleon is not good because you're just gonna blend in to the crowd and you're gonna be someone you're not. And then will make you feel left out. People have a top 5. What is it that Taylor Swift said? She said like, putting someone first only works when you're in their top 5. She was not lying, y'all. That's real facts, okay? You can't be prioritizing people who don't want you, girl. You gotta leave, you gotta leave. Don't wait until people actively like push you out of the group. Just leave, find better friends, or even be alone. Because you know what? I've eaten lunch alone multiple times, and there's nothing wrong with that. Being alone doesn't mean you're lonely. You just want that solitude. You just want to be with yourself. Yourself is your best company. I believe that. And when it comes to leaving those toxic friends, I don't recommend starting drama. High school is very unserious. Unless it was a really serious issue, there's no point in like arguing with them, trying to lecture them on to be better friends, because if they wanted to, they would. I think it's important to be a respectable person. High school is so short. As somebody who goes to a small school, I'm always gonna bump into somebody eventually. This is me trying to film a YouTube video right now. Next, we have dating in high school. I don't know, y'all. I'm not dating in my school. What advice I do have is I don't think any boy, girl, or whatever is the most important priority you have. Don't feel like you're ever left out when people are talking about that kind of thing. You're not missing out on anything. Everybody has a different path in life, and if you're gonna date in high school, if you're gonna date in college, you're never gonna date at all, who cares? It doesn't matter. Focus on yourself, your being. I don't think dating is the most important. But if you want to, make good decisions. Next thing I'm going to talk about is academics, which we all love because we love homework and we love getting back our grades for quizzes and tests, of course. Challenge yourself. In my freshman year of high school, I didn't know what I was doing. I would just do my work, get it like done, blah blah blah, but like I didn't really try that hard. It was just done and over with. After that, I definitely learned that I want to challenge myself. I want to be better. Ask for constructive criticism from your teachers. They will tell you what you need to improve on, and you need to actually take that. My English teacher in freshman year told me that if I wanted to do better in that subject, I needed to try harder, and I was like, girl, what? But that advice really stuck with me because I'm like, I wasn't trying, and you need to try. Better to try and fail than to not try at all. So take those hard classes, guys. Take those honors, take those APs, do everything scary and daunting. Make sure to find time to study for those classes because you don't want to take them and put in like no work. I usually study after school from 3 to 5. I study on my desk right there, so a good study spot is definitely helpful. They say not to study on your bed or do work on your bed. I kind of don't know how to explain it right now, but they say that doing work on your bed will just naturally make you feel like sleepy. The bed is for sleeping, guys. This is not the area where you study and you do your last minute homework that's due at 12 a.m. It doesn't hurt to change your environment either. I love studying in public spaces. I feel like it holds me accountable. If I'm studying in a library and there's like a bunch of people there, it's like, oh shoot, now I have to actually get this done, or they're gonna all see me scrolling on my phone, and that's not the vibe. Studying at cafes is really awesome too. My friends and I like to do a group study at cafes. I wouldn't say that I'm the best at group studying because then we end up talking too much. I like to study alone better, but whatever works for you. Ask questions or stay after school or go to your teacher's free period. Any time where your teacher is available for you, even if you're struggling in class, if they see a student that asks questions, is constantly coming to see them, they'll know that you're trying your best, you're trying to persevere, and that shows a lot of courage, and it shows that you're a good student. Because not every great student is gonna get the best grades. Trust me, they'll see the effort you're putting in, and they'll help you improve to get where you want to be. And also on the subject of grades, the last thing I want to add to this section is that grades don't define who you are. You're gonna get a bad grade eventually. You're probably gonna hate yourself. You're gonna probably be like, oh, why didn't I study more? And if you want to prove it, go ask the teacher, because I always ask, okay? I always ask. I was like, how can I make this grade better? But sometimes you can't do anything about it at all, and that's okay. You need to live and learn. So please be careful in balancing your perspective of school grades, because I know they can feel like the end of the world, but they're definitely not. You're so much more than the grades you get, even if they're good. Like, okay, you get good grades, doesn't define your entire character. For extracurriculars, which is like clubs, sports, whatever, if you're interested in sports, whether you have the most experience in it or no experience at all, join it. Guys, try out. There's literally so many sports you can choose from, and you might find yourself to be really good at it, and even if you suck, it's fun. I have never done high school sports until last year. One of the librarians ran a cheer team at my school long ago, and she wanted to rebuild it, and she was like, oh Lana, you should join it. And I was like, wait a minute, like low-key I should join. I only have so little time left in high school, and I've never joined a sport in high school, and the last time I did play sports on a team is in elementary. So I was like, maybe I'll be good at it. And turns out it was so fun. I'm no cheer expert, okay? But I generally have so much fun doing the sport and having teammates and learning to be a leader. It brings you so much more experiences and gives you something else to do outside of schoolwork. Invest in clubs you're interested in. I know it's easy to join like 10 random clubs, you know, like bounce off of all of them, but eventually you're gonna be like, oh, I don't have time for all of this, and you don't get to have much experience if you're in so many of them. There's student council, art clubs, community service, and student office is really great too. I never imagined that I would run for student office. That was one of the craziest things I did in my junior year. It's just so scary because you think you have to be the most popular kid to run, but you don't have to be the most popular. You need to show your charm. You need to show people who you are, because people are a lot more open-minded than you think. Gaining a leadership role from these things is really great as well. I feel like it's an extra bonus. It's something that you can learn a lot from. The last category is personal advice, and I think this is the most important. You need to be able to accept change. Change is inevitable even outside of high school. It will change every single year. When I look at myself in freshman year, the decisions I made, the things that I did were low-key questionable, but it doesn't matter now because it's the past and I know I've learned and grown from them, and that's the most important part. High school is a great place to discover who you are, so if you don't know who you are right now, doesn't matter, you can learn. Let it take as long as you like. I feel like it's so hard to discover who you are, and some people can live for so long and still not know who they are. Discovering who you are is the most challenging part in life, and you need to take your time. It's not easy, but it's great to have a good support system to follow along with you, even if that's just yourself. I probably should have said this in the social category, but popularity doesn't matter. I don't think popularity is real. I don't think people worship the popular kids like they do in high school movies, because that's unrealistic. You are your own person and you shouldn't appease others. No social status is actually gonna help you in the real world. Try to find a balance between your school life and your personal life. Sometimes they will get mixed into each other, but you want to be able to love what you have at home and what you have at school. I think what helps is doing the things you love. So definitely a side hobby. If you want to read, sing, dance, crochet, all that fun stuff. Definitely find things that make you happy outside of school. Stay organized. I think it's super helpful to be up to date with all your assignments and things. I promise this does have to do with your personal life, because I use things like Notion and calendars to plan out my weeks, my months, even my years, okay? Like, I use that stuff to make my life more easier to digest, because things can get crazy, life can get crazy, but as long as you have a plan, try to stick to it. If your plan goes crazy, that's normal too. Look good, feel good. I will forever be a girly who does her full makeup and acts like school is a fashion show. If I'm gonna be there 5 out of 7 days a week, then I'm gonna look good. So I do plan my outfits the night before, and I do wake up at 5 a.m. Okay, because I need to get this look ready. Feel free to bring like a little emergency kit. I bring like bandages, tie pen. I've talked about this in my other video actually. Of course, I got my lip glosses. I have pads, I have hand sanitizer, I have hair ties, I have bobby pins, you name it. Not only does it help me, but it also helps the people around me as well. The last thing I want to wrap up this video with is a reminder that high school is temporary. It's 4 years of your life. It's not your entire life. You're gonna do things that you regret. You're gonna do things that you're proud of. At the end of the day, it doesn't affect you that much. So that's why you really need to live in the now and be grateful for what you have now. Because after high school, you go to college only if you want to, and then you work, and that's a lot too. Like, life is constantly moving, life is constantly busy. Be grateful that you're just a teenager in high school. And if you're gonna spend like 7-ish months out of 12 months in a year, then make it memorable. That's the advice I have for today. I hope you guys can take this and use it for yourself. If you have any more advice, feel free to leave it in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Have a great school year. Bye!